Fourth. And here we are for the start of the race, and they're out.
I thought that was a false start. They didn't call it back.
And Anwar Moore just to the right, and of course, Daron Robles in the lead now in the black from Cuba, now pulling away from the field as we get to the final hurdles. And Daron Robles, the class of the field, 13:09 unofficially for the new world record holder.
And two athletes, as they're in the blocks, from Jamaica are in this field that wound up finishing first and second.
Anya out of the blocks well, the lady with the white headband, but to her inside, Bridget Foster Hilton of Jamaica, who now takes command of the race. Foster Hilton now leading Anya going back, and now Anya has lost her unbeaten streak in the Golden League Series.
And they're away cleanly, and it's Ennis London out well in lane 3 early. Here comes Lolo Jones and Anya out in lane 6. It is Josephine Anya now taking the lead once again. It's Anya of Spain is going to win her second Golden League event in a row. Lolo Jones of the U.S. World Championships won a bronze medal. And Robles out very quickly. You can see the tall man in the black in the center of the track. Robles is just putting space between him and Terrence Trammell. He continues to pull away. It is Robles who is just dominating this race, making it look easy. Daron Robles, 12:89.
Wow. Just
beats Terrence Trammell to the first hurdle, except maybe Lu Xiong. And Robles just left him in the dust by hurdle number 3. The technique, he does not hit a hurdle, which is also Lu Xiong's forte. Very rarely hits hurdles. He leans at the tape, and they've corrected the time to 12:88. That's the time of the former world record, the record that he broke just a couple of weeks ago. And I have to tell you, with the pressure that's on Lu Xiong, maybe some of it has been dissipated by losing the world record, but this is going to be a great matchup between Robles and Xiong.
There's little or no pressure on this guy right here. Small nation Cuba, they'd love to see him do well, but imagine having 1.3 billion people cheering for you in the race in your hometown. Yikes.
David Payne with some trouble during that race. They have just...
It's a fair start, and Lolo Jones got away well. Now Joanna Hayes and Denby Cherry. Denby's well there too as they come toward the final hurdle. Lolo Jones in command with a dramatic win in the 100-meter hurdles. Close after that, but Lolo
has been so successful for so long because when there is a title or a team on the line, he is always the first out of the blocks. I expect Terrence Trammell in lane 6 to get the best start.
This is a fair start. Payne and Trammell came away together, and Oliver joins them now. Hicks is there too, and here's Anwar Moore. Continuing with Oliver and Trammell at the line. Oliver with a lean. I believe beat Terrence Trammell, who has looked so good here in Eugene. And a fair start. Lolo Jones, Tejeda of Cuba, and Evaniskaya of Kazakhstan. Well bunched, and now Lolo Jones takes command and wins her heat with Tejeda in second place.
And Tom, Lolo Jones before the trials was having a great season, but since the U.S. trials, this young woman has been on fire. She's second from the left of your picture. She's about even right now with Tejeda 2 lanes to her left. But she has been running just in another zone throughout July in Europe. And towards the end of this race, from the gun, first to the first hurdle with Tejeda, and then once she seizes control, she is absolutely relaxed. Look at the relaxation on her face. Every hurdle looks identical, and she walks across the finish line.
Head-on look at Lolo Jones, who wins her first Olympic heat. She's with Bob. This is a fair start. Terrence Trammell came out of the blocks well. Trammell is in front. Anwar Moore is there in second place. Hicks is coming on as well. Here comes the final hurdle, and it will be Hicks and Trammell there together. And it looks like Moore was also in there in third.
And Tom, yesterday I thought Terrence Trammell was holding back. No holding back today. Mr. Consistency. He has never been lower than third in the last 8 U.S. championships. And we saw why there. He is just a model of consistency when the pressure is on. No hurdler in the U.S. manages the pressure better.
So the finals are set in the men's 110-meter hurdles. And here are the latest.